everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the DX Mosa Blade from Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger. This is the melee weapon for Ryusoulger Gold, featured very prominently here on the right side of the packaging. Since his changer is a gun, they decided to give him a melee weapon because all the others have swords, so it kind of makes sense. Over here you can see it comes with the Mawadi Soul. There we go. There it is there on the side. On top here you have a picture of the Mawadi Soul, another picture of gold, kind of a cool group shot there on the bottom. And then on this side you have gold holding the blade, and then on this side you have gold with the armor holding the combined form, which is the Mosa Breaker. Spinning it around to the back shows you that it has this kind of pump action. I'm assuming that makes the teeth of the blade move, so that's pretty cool. You can pop souls onto the top. And then, of course, you have the combination with the changer, which we will take a look at. And it looks like 2 watch batteries are included, so that's pretty cool. So that's it for the packaging. Go ahead and get this guy out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. So here's everything you get in the box. We'll take a quick look at the Mawadi Soul. Zoom in a smidge here. Pretty basic light gray soul, but you have the nice sticker here on the shield. And then he's got a sword with kind of a pinwheel at the end of it. Turning it around, you can see it's just the basic knight face. It is B032. And then if we go ahead and close it up, you get that kind of like confused swirly eye there. So there you go, very cool. We'll check this out in the changer and the sword a little bit later on. But for now, we'll put it aside and we'll take a look at the blade. Very cool. It kind of looks like an alligator to me. At least that's what I think of when I first see it. But I'm assuming it's supposed to be like Mosa. Mosa Rex. But if you press the trigger, so it has 2 different clanging sounds that it rotates between. You can see here's the speaker. It does come with the batteries included. You just pull the little tab out of there. Otherwise, I think it looks pretty cool. Definitely kind of a shorter sword, but it's shorter on the show as well. It's just kind of like a little dagger. When you first get it, this is turned to the side, so you just rotate it 90 degrees and it clicks into place. This black handle piece is rotated when you first take it out of the box. But if you go ahead and pull this up, you can see that they kind of go up and down, which is kind of neat. If you press the trigger after doing that, you get a different sound. Then it just goes back to the 2 clanging sounds. So that's kind of neat. So basically 3 sounds on its own, and then you do have a place to put a Ryusoul here. This is not a reader of any kind. It literally just detects when something is put in there, so any Ryusoul will work. I'm going to go ahead and use Mawadi. If you press the trigger at this point, nothing happens. You have to pull this up. So in true Ryusoulger fashion, you have to pull this up 4 times to activate it. And then you get a pretty cool attack sound there. If you want to go ahead and eject the soul, you just press this black button here on the side, and you can see that that releases it. So pretty cool. So on its own, it's got 2 different slash sounds. It's got this function, which kind of primes it to give it a 3rd attack sound. And then you can slide in a Ryusoul and pump that 4 times to get a 4th sound. So not bad on its own. Pretty decent, but of course we do have some functionality with the Mosa Changer. So I wanted to demonstrate if you take the Mosa Changer in the kind of default mode and just go ahead and turn it on. And then you'll see that there's a large connection port there on the bottom of the sword. If we go ahead and just plug it in as is, you can see nothing really happens. Mostly because it probably doesn't connect all the way, because this hits into the gold part, because that's supposed to be turned around. So it doesn't really do anything to try and connect it. We have to kind of change first. So we'll go ahead and pop in the gold Ryusoul. So now if you go ahead and connect it, it says Mosa breaker because you need this piece to connect into the bottom of that. I think that's what triggers it. So now you can hear you get a new sound out of the Mosa changer because it says Mosa breaker, and when you pull the trigger you have a different sound there. If you press the trigger on this, still the same. If you want to disconnect the blade, you push these two pieces down on the side and it'll slide out of there. We can go ahead and change this. So now we have the powered up BD version. If we connect it again, so you can hear the sound is the same. I don't believe it's different. At least I couldn't really hear a difference. I think the Mosa breaker has one sound, and it doesn't matter if you have these flipped up or not. Although now it seems a little bit longer, so maybe I'm crazy. If you pull this thing down, nothing really new or exciting there. So this being connected really only does something to the Mosa changer. It doesn't change any of the sounds in the blade itself. Alright, so I'll go ahead and try Mawadi in the changer. And just for edification, I did go back and try the breaker with it attached, both in the electric mode and non-electric mode, and it was the same sound. So just getting that out of the way. So nothing exciting there at all. But we'll go ahead and try it in the sword. Come on, you. So kind of interesting sound effects there. So there you go, the armor is equipped. And there's the attack sound. So pretty cool. I like this one. I think it's got some fun sound effects there in the sword. So I think the DX Mosa Blade's pretty cool. I like the design of it. I like the sound effects that it gives off. It does come with an exclusive DX Soul, so a little bit more incentive to pick this one up. But I actually think it's really fun. A lot of times with these kind of auxiliary weapons that aren't changers, you run into kind of bleak sound effects or just one or two sound effects, and it's just not a lot there. But I think this one actually has a decent amount of playability. It's got a lot of fun sounds on its own. You can connect a Ryusoul to get additional sounds, then you can connect it to the Mosa Changer to make the Mosa Breaker and get even more sounds out of the Mosa Changer. So I think they did a nice job giving this thing a decent amount of playability, and I think it's pretty fun. So I definitely recommend picking it up. I think it complements the Changer very well. I think the two work well together, and like I said, I like this thing. I think it looks neat. And all the play features and everything. I think it's worth your time. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.